Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. As this wonderful and fairly pleasant-weathered Father's Day continues on, a howl rings out across the Umbra, announcing a new member that is coming to the Sept of the Green for the first time. Set some of the individuals who are out and about within the set to perk their ears up as they hear a howl from one nightmare bringer. It gets a response, at least from one individual of the set, as a howl goes out, stating, "Vigilant Bow, full moon of the children of Pegasus, welcomes you." One Kelly Krykos, a keeper within the set, makes her way towards the sound of the howl to greet the new individual. And in doing so, nearly trips over a certain child of Gaia who happens to be in her way. And she almost stumbles over Alan, sort of curses at him in Greek. Why right in the middle of the walkway?
One cannot choose where the Great Mother chooses to strike him down with the I'm drunk. Fuck you.
Get up, you
Alan's gonna try to find his stick that's probably lying in the grass underneath some bushes somewhere. Set it up. Bringing myself up.
New blood coming into the set.
Oh, fantastic! More children of Gaia.
No. This one's one of mine. Don't go putting that hippie stuff into her head until she's decided what she wants to do here.
So what you're saying is don't scare her off until you've got a chance to influence her.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Alright, come on. Let's go meet this newcomer.
Walking with the stick. And apparently a bottle of something, of a dark red liquid.
You are incorrigible. Hana will notice as two individuals approach, a young gentleman and an even younger woman approaching her as she, I'm guessing, waits patiently outside the set.
She's waiting outside the sept and sort of distracted, actually chasing some butterflies, or trying, because even the butterflies are scared of her. Nobody understands the aham for aham. She looks at the ones coming closer. She has her face hidden under the hoodie, and she waves at them, sort of energetic wave.
You'll
Hello.
get a familiar energetic wave from the young gentleman with the rose-tinted glasses he has seemingly found again.
Callie sort of chuckles to herself as she looks between Alan and then to Anna as they exchange very excited waves. And Callie will step forward with a very pleasant and welcoming smile upon her face as she takes her arms behind her back and clasps them together, leans forward. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Callie of Black Furies. Most call me Vigilant Bow.
Nice to hear someone from the tribe in here. I'm completely new to the city and to the Crown Trail as well, to be fair. So I wasn't sure if I will be able to meet other Furies in here.
As of right now, there is a whole lot of us. There's me, a theurge by the name of Night Eyes, She looks back at Alan. Do you remember what Logan is? Is he a Philodox?
Oh, no. He just speaks like a Philodox. He's a Ragabash.
Ah, yes. We have Logan, a Ragabash, Bonar, or not Bonar, Black Fury. We have our ranking Athro by the name of Waststinger, and there is a whole cornucopia of Black Fury kinfolk living here.
Well, I wasn't really expecting it, so nice.
We have a very, very big Greek community here.
And it doesn't look Greek at all, so she just nods. Actually, her accent doesn't. Her accent is strange, and she kind of growls as she speaks. Sometimes she just looks around or stops in the middle of a sentence to look at butterflies or the grass or a pretty flower. It's terrible, actually.
Well, hello there. I happen to be Alan Stewart, Silver Tongue, Child of Gaia, Galliard Cleith, and also Den Father to the Sept of the Green.
Nice to meet you too.
It's nice
Children
to
of
meet
Gaia. Well, I am sort of lost. However, I got in here and I meet you guys, but I actually need to ask if you guys know for a place to crash, because I was sort of sleeping in this abandoned place, but I'm pretty sure people saw me there last night, so I don't want to go back in there and have to punch people trying to rob me in the middle of night or something worse.
Well, and she's going to step in front of Alan, knowing Alan's demeanor. You're more than welcome to stay with my pack for now. It's a household of furies. We have a Glasswalker and a Bonar that live with us. And a Silent Strider, apparently.
You're talking about the Picasso residence.
Yes.
That's really that's your pack house? Really? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I met some people that had a dog house as a pack house, so
Kelly,
to each
none of
their own.
the tree houses are gone. Can't she just use the cardboard palace? Don't we have accommodations there?
The tree houses blew up.
Yeah, I know, since we don't have them anymore. What about the cardboard palace?
Do you really want to put a newcomer in with the Bonars for their first night here?
This is a Bonar Sept.
Callie will turn to Anna and steeple her fingers together. Anna, where would you like to stay tonight?
I just don't want to bother anyone, and really just don't want to bother anyone and have to punch people. I don't like to punch people.
Then I would
Okay,
highly
lies, I like to
recommend.
punch people. I just don't want to have to do it tonight.
I would say that you're more than welcome at my fiance's home. We have more than enough room, and more than enough food until we can figure out what you want to do as far as permanent living arrangements.
In this case, I will accept the invitation. Thank you. Really, thank you.
Callie will hold out a hand towards Anna.
Anna just looks around and sort of takes out her hood. She has a shaved head, altitude, earplugs, and mismatched eyes, one brown, one blue. She looks fierce and scary. There is no other way to describe her. And she seems extremely relieved for having met Kaylee and to extend the children of Gaia.
Callie takes a look at Anna and appreciates the features, enjoying the fact that at least one of the Black Fairy Aruns looks fierce, as Callie is about as demure as one can be. But she'll offer out her hand to shake Anna's all the same.
Anna shakes her hands, and she has callous hands, really big and strong hands. And being close, Kaylee can see she's really muscular under her clothes. She's impressive, really. Not monstrous, but fit as someone who was born and raised to fight from an early age.
Callie nods in approval and looks back at Alan. This girl works out.
Oh, it's nice. That's great. That's awesome. Good guy and warrior. Good guy and warrior.
You need an Advil, don't you, Alan?
I'll get over myself. Hair of the dog and all that other good nonsense. But, Callie.
Yeah.
I deposited Xavier at your fiance's house last night.
What happened to him?
He earned a new deed name.
Do
He
tell.
did me proud. He is now called Clawed by the Abyss.
Really? Not stronger than death?
That was a name given him by, and as I go ahead and quote from Black Unicorn, not a man.
Oh.
There is not much that I can do about that particular situation. My spirits have already told me and made their judgments.
Is that why Contemplates decided to call him chicken shit?
Oh yeah! That story has started to just springboard away from myself.
Callie pinches the bridge of her nose and looks back at Anna. Well, Anna, you
Wait.
happen to find us right in the middle of a very intense period of gossip.
She looked distracted for a second, and then she looked at Kaylee, and I've heard chicken and then Ibis and then gossip and okay, especially chicken part, but which gossips? What happened around here?
Alan, s'il vous plaît.
Alright, fair enough. I will try to relate the story as best I can. Earlier yesterday, the pack known as the Worm Raiders, with the alpha of Andre Takamunde, the Theurge of Katori, the Ragabash of Smiles in the Night, as well as one of their newest member, Xavier Wazir Galliard, a cub that I raised up to Cleith, which I am very proud of, decided to venture into the Abyss to find a clue to the source of all their sadness, find some way to rid themselves of their Harano. It was a misadventure from the start. Some would say it was cursed from the start. But towards the end, they found their objective. They found the hidden box with the right glyphs of the Pura tribes that held something powerful. They found it in the deepest, darkest parts of the abyss. And in those deepest, darkest parts of the abyss, something there was waiting for them. A huge, gigantic, black-furred Garu, whose name currently escapes me, but is a legend amongst the Uktena and the Shadow Lords. When faced with that monstrosity, the Ragabash found the way out. The Theurge tried to make his way as well, leading two of the rest of the pack to face this thing. And unfortunately, or I should say, fortunately enough, the cub that I raised was strong enough to take silver claws to the chest and have his lung ripped out, and yet still survive.
Okay. Scary.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really scary, actually.
Mm-hmm. 'Twas only by the actions of their Theurge Katori that this young Clea still walks today.
Where was their alpha during all this?
The story that is told, the story that is to be verified, is that Andre ran ahead of the young Cleeth as he ran through the hole that was made by the Ragbass, as he also escaped through the portal outside of the abyss, leaving the Theurge Katori and the recently promoted Cleeth to face the monstrosity on their own. I am so glad that the second hit to my cub did not end him as well.
So you're telling me that cub took 2 silver attacks to the chest and kept on going?
Recently graduated Cleeth, yes. I'm proud of him.
As you should be. That's pretty amazing. Though that story is a bit distressing considering an alpha should be the first one in and the last one out in any combat situation.
This is true. I know a little bit about being an alpha. I know a little bit about leading a leadership position. I do not know how to be in a rune, but I know how alphas work.
Well, Arun are a special breed, and she'll pat Anna on the shoulder.
That being said, apparently there will be a discussion within the Worm Raiders. There are 3 remaining members. Xavier is not going back.
As well, he shouldn't.
In fact, he's decided to take one of the lonelier paths. He's decided to take a personal totem to himself of Black Unicorn and go without a pack.
Packless, really?
He is a silent strider.
Yeah, I suppose he is. Though Aaron, Honors the Lost, he joined up with the pack.
It took him a little bit to... I heard, from what I hear, he told the story that they all liked.
I'm still... Wow. I mean, I've seen Andre fight. I don't understand why he wouldn't try and face this thing.
Perhaps the Abyss does strange things, or perhaps it only brings up what we truly are.
Callie will look to Anna. You wouldn't run in the face of danger, would you?
I cannot speak much about things I haven't seen for myself, but if I saw a monstrous, humongous, furious, tenebrous, terrible enemy ahead of me and I was alpha, I would claw out the eyes of this motherfucking beast and inspire my friends and brothers instead of running away or doing anything else. But then again, I'm not fit for being alpha. People say I'm sort of distracted. Pretty flower.
I've noticed.
That's it.
But I do like your sentiment on that whole, on the idea of what an alpha should be.
To be a warrior is to fight, yes. To be an alpha is to make the best decisions for the pack and to ensure the safety of the pack. Running or not is not my concern. There are some totems that would view that as a ban. But just the safety of your pack should be your primary concern, whether it means you lead them in the fight or you make sure that they retreat safely. You do not leave a cub that I went ahead and grew up for how many odd months to die.
Alan, are you mostly sore because it was your cub?
A little bit.
And
Sorry, I couldn't understand your last message. The last words you spoke.
Basically, the last words that were spoke
No,
was...
The,
oh, you meant Vinny.
Hello.
yeah.
Basically,
You.
Callie implied that the reason that Alan might be so worked up about this is because this was a cub that Alan raised.
Anna just shrugs. Every cub is a new hope. If we don't take care of them, are we really, really warriors? If we don't take care of our younger?
The sentiment is there. The sentiment is definitely there. New talent should be brought up and have to face challenges appropriate to their rank and their ability. But they
Clear's
should not
going
be
against.
callously thrown away.
Well, if that creature had silver claws, it's the equivalent of an adren. That much is true. That is not a gift that comes to anybody below an adren. So to leave a cub to face down an adren, that's a really poor decision.
We make light of the accomplishments of Xavier by calling him a cub. He is a Clea through and through.
Well, he's definitely earned that distinction now, if he hadn't before.
Definitely.
But enough gossip, at least about such things. What brings you here to the Scepter of the Green? As Callie starts leading Anna and Alan into the Sept proper.
Anna sighs and she seems a bit tired, actually, as she speaks. My mom is the elder of the Shimmering Rivers Sept in Brazil, and I was born and raised in there. But it's not fitting for me to follow in the steps of my own mother. I want to make my own name, and I want people to know me by the things I do, good or bad. I want to be myself and not the cub of I ordered. So I look at this shiny big globe, made it spin, pointed in a direction, and New York.
Well, this is a city that never sleeps. There is always something to do. We have had our fair share of adventures here. We just recently defeated a small piece of the Storm Eater.
The 3 battles for Long Island is a long chronicle that would take ages to tell.
Certainly didn't
Well,
see
I
it.
like the short versions of stories sometimes because I sort of get distracted at the middle of them. It's terrible, really.
Well, short version
I'm
is his pack fought a Dragon Lich. My pack fought basically a lightning generator, and the other packs fought a creature that made them go crazy with rage.
And I remember one of the other packs, the Striders, busting your pack out.
Well, we were doing okay until some of us took too much damage and had to rage heal, and some of us may have lost the wolf. Don't know who that could possibly be. Kelly kind of laughs nervously.
Nervous laugh.
But yeah, we made it. We made it out okay, all of us.
Which was a surprise, actually. I guess we should have given more credit to the Adrian Travis's plan.
Bears witness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did lead us into battle, and I have to say, we all came out of it alive. It was a good battle plan.
I remember touching you and having to bring you back from death.
I didn't pass, or I passed out because I lost the wolf, not incapacitated by wounds.
Uh-huh.
I took damage. I had to. She kind of turns around and points at the burn mark at the base of her neck that runs down underneath the clothing. I took damage. Not gonna lie, it hurt. It hurt a lot.
I know. I was there. I was right there. I was right there. Who carried you out of that battle? I kind of forget. No, it was Waspstinger, actually.
The one who slew the aspect we fought with her giant Labrys of Ismene.
That one final strike from the Waspstinger ended that worm creature. And she went ahead and ferried you home to get healed by the Theurges. Or by me. The Child of Gaia.
Well, I suppose it was good to have you around then, wasn't it?
We couldn't let you die. If you died, well, then who would lead the next bullheaded charge against the worm abomination?
Travis, or Emmett, or Heinrich, or pretty much any of the other bullheaded fools within this set.
True, but I think I would miss you more.
Aww. It's nice to know you care, Alan.
Well, that and Leah would be very, very sad.
Yeah, I guess she would be, wouldn't she? What?
Alan's just giggling to himself.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Do you think that I can just simply approve of you dating Leah?
Do you find some sort of offense to it?
No, your age is better than her dating Travis.
But
She
still,
looks to Anna and then bows her head. I apologize. Alan here is dating my younger sister, Leah.
Oh,
'tis a lovely
I
lady.
see.
'Tis a lovely lady.
So as far as I'm concerned, he has to live up to what a Black Fury would expect out of her potential life mate.
Narrowing eyes.
Because I'm sure as a child of Gaia, you have nothing but the purest intentions, and taking her heart as you do, you're committed for a lifetime of love, right?
'Tis the summer of love.
And you'd never betray that, would you?
If I made contracts, if I made such commitments to your sister, oh, believe me, I would live up to it. I would not go into such committed half-heartedly or with want to leave quickly, not like others would accept. This is the sad news that more gossip too.
That's a bit too sad, I think.
My heart does
Hey,
go out to
Kaylee,
them.
if you need me to punch him because he's not good enough for your sister, please tell me. I like to punch people, and well, I'm around here, and I promise I will punch you politely. And
Ah, she is
well,
adorable. I love her already. Please
Shakes
don't
head.
ever leave. Ever, ever, ever. You have to stay here forever.
ever, it's a bit of a long time, don't you think?
Well, you know,
Quick question: How big is this new character, this new Black Fury?
Oh shit, I hate this question because I don't know your imperial measures, but she's sort of let me guess, 5 feet, perhaps. She's really not tall.
how
She's
tall would she be in meters?
1.60, a bit less,
Okay.
Okay, you're
more
small.
for the less, really.
Yeah, you're probably smaller than Alan.
Yeah,
This
she's
is
short
important
and bulky.
information.
She's short, bulky, and cute, just like a pit bull, but you know,
She is 5 feet 2 inches, so she's just a tad shorter than Callie.
Yep, and you're both probably shorter than me. Damn it. Alan will go ahead and puff up his chest and simply say, "Hey, whenever you want to spar, I would love a sparring partner."
sure, we can punch each other. Friendly.
It is a friendly spar, and that's what it's supposed to be. And if I hurt you too much, well, then I think we can always fix you up again.
She seems distracted again with birds. The bird seems to fly away from her, scared also. Puppies and birds and butterflies, every single animal seems to run away from her.
That's a bit interesting. I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen the
do notice that.
wildlife. I haven't seen the wildlife react to one of our kind like this. I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Well, you know, furies are actually very bound to nature. We have a whole camp dedicated to that.
I love
Fair
nature.
enough.
Nature
It's like fair
doesn't
enough.
love me.
Okay, Alan, we'll go ahead and address Anna because that's the way we're gonna roll with this scene. Sorry for the lag. Um, He says, "Well, that may be," turning towards Annan, but why are they reacting like such? I've never seen them react so badly.
I don't know, my mom says I have some sort of curse or something. They just hate me. Really, really hate me. Uh, Perhaps they can smell my rage. I have no clue. They just run away from me in fear, or in some case, they really charge against me, as if I was going to kill puppies and I don't know. Basically, kill puppies. I don't kill puppies.
They recognize her as a predator, I believe, Alan. It's very similar to me. It's why me and Vale's cat don't get along.
Fair enough.
It's okay. Why? You don't really need to interact with a bunch of prey animals anyway.
Well, I have not much choice, so let the birds fly away. I didn't even like them anyway. Birds.
Tasty.
Chicken.
Taste. Chicken.
Duck.
Goose. But
Fried
goose
chicken.
are scary.
We need to get her over to one of the cookouts very soon, I think.
Yeah, sure. I think a few of my kin are starting up.
You know, maybe, Anna, we should tell you about some of the, everything that goes on outside the sept, as far as places that are okay and not okay. First off, it's probably going to be fair to assume that if you go out and about, you'll probably encounter leeches or vampires, bloodsuckers. Though they tend to steer clear of us.
They positively infest this city, but they know well enough to keep the park out of their sights.
We kind of have a live and let live policy going for right now, as they don't come after us, and as long as they don't get right in our sights, we don't go after them.
Seems fair. Really fair.
There is a group of will weavers or magicians, mages, whatever you want to call them. Alan, do you remember where they're set up?
You ask me? I've barely been in here for like a few months, but I kind of heard rumors that they like the university a lot.
Yeah, the university in Chelsea, I think. What else? What else? Oh, the Bronx. Stay completely clear of the Bronx.
Might I ask why?
There are these creatures there that call themselves demons.
Yep, not going there.
I think they're just uppity supernaturals, if you ask me. And also we encounter on the regular creatures known as changelings, fair folk, fairies.
Wait, fairies? Like in fairies with wings and glitter and fairies?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that they covered themselves in glitter, but I think that's stripper glitter. Stripper dust. Excuse me.
I just let me stripper fairies?
Well, I think my dad might be dating one of those.
Eyebrow from Alan.
This place is strange as fuck. Really.
Yeah.
Apparently New York is a more cosmopolitan city than I rightly realized. Yeah.
Don't worry about it too much, Anna. The changelings we have an understanding with, we are a bit more friendly with them than we are anything else. So don't fret too much about them, but if they try and hand you anything, if they offer you a drink, if they throw something in your direction, don't take it, just move out of the way.
Can I punch them?
Probably not the best idea. We try to stay on peaceful terms with them.
At least not
Okay.
right now. The political environment at the moment is one that's kind of on tension. I wouldn't want to start anything with them right now. And if you get in trouble, talk to the Fianna. They've taken smooth things over.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
we have
not punching.
our tensions with the changelings. We have the Get of Fenris to thank for that. Gotta love the Fenrir.
This is the kind of shit that happens when you make nuptial contracts with spirits.
This is what happens when you marry somebody who puts their own selfish desires over duty.
True.
And doesn't care who they put in danger.
In a perfect world, duty and love would not come into conflict so much.
Well,
In a perfect world, we wouldn't be a dying race, and Gaia would be all happy, and we would be, drinking margaritas at the sun at this time, but not a perfect world, so we're screwed.
This one seems wise.
Sorry.
Wise or jaded.
Sort of
Wise or jaded. Often enough, they look the same.
Well, she's new. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. So, anyway, that is the basic rundown of all the supernaturals that we have encountered here in New York. Really, the only place you have to worry about is the Bronx. They're very specifically against any of our kind entering into their territory. And vice versa, they have told us that they won't be coming into our territory, which is pretty much the park.
I will try to steer out of any place market for anyone else and pretty much not look for trouble. I don't want trouble in here. I don't want to be marked as troublemaker in my first days in here.
Well, I'm not saying that you would be, but if you're looking for expanding, go expand eastward, outside of Manhattan. Manhattan is too infested. Queens, Brooklyn, they seem to be a little bit more clear up. And Long Island, oh, that is a place that we all want to grab at one point or another. Huge goddamn tree. New Karen, all that other good nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, a huge tree, like 1,000-foot tall tree.
And
Whoa.
don't expand westward. Long Island has some bad history to it.
I sort of
Excuse me,
get
yes,
distracted
Staten Island has some bad history to it.
I guess I'll need a map and instructions. Really clear instructions like don't eat fairy glitter and don't go there or go there because I will forgot. Actually, I will forgot everything, but not because it's not interesting or important, but because I do.
It's okay. Everyone needs time to adjust.
I'm just a bit. Uh, I forgot stuff. I just can't help it, not even to save my life.
Well, you have strengths, though. I mean, if that's your weakness, what are your strengths? Aside from punching, which seems to be fairly obvious.
Oh. Well, I'm not much of anything else beside a brawler and intimidating person. I I was raised for it, so I wasn't really the brightest pup of the litter. So I just tried to be really good at what I could do, really. When I speak it, it really sounds depressing, doesn't it? Yeah, I guess it does.
No, you're very well trained for what Gaia set you up to do. All the same, though, I
Oh,
am a bit curious. You say you're a fairly good brawler?
yeah, brawl. And to a bit of extent, I can use, you know, weapons. I like axes a lot, but most brawl.
Fair enough.
My mom actually gave me this family libraries when I came here. It's stashed safely for now, but I didn't thought it would be a good idea to come intercept that first time with it. No, I'm sort of scared now on my own.
Okay.
Um, there's also something I would like to ask. Uh,
Square herself up with Anna. And
you
then,
know, I I really worry about women and the way you guys spoke about so many supernatural shit going around here. I use it to sort of work as a midnight protector. I cannot describe it, sort of. I like it to wander at night in the streets and just make sure people wouldn't do shit to women, having to walk at night, making sure they all get to their homes safely.
Hmm.
And
guardian angel.
I'm, I don't
Kelly,
know, a friend used it.
Kelly, doesn't your tribe sponsor some groups around the city? Not just the women's shelters, but the neighborhood watchdogs?
We do have a few programs set up like that. If you wanted, Anna, we do have a few women's shelters that are in desperate need of escorts and things of that nature for the women that come and go.
I would really, really like to help. I don't want to just sit and watch as people need. And if I just have really strong fists, I would rather use them to help people.
I think we can help you out there, Kelly says with a smile. But
It's really nice to know.
but for now, she'll kind of gesture towards the point where they're coming to in the sept, where the most of the Bonar kin are gathered and they are preparing food. Would you like to get a bit of food?
Chicken.
Chicken? I don't know if we have duck. We don't ever have duck, do we? She looks at Alan.
What? Sorry.
Do we ever have duck?
Bonars, no. They get fried chicken out of the trash. Don't get me wrong, it's good food, but it comes from the trash.
Well, the Evermeal, provides food.
This is true. Let's see. Mallard,
Yep.
duck, may have to contact maybe a few of the Silver Fangs. They like to have that kind of delish.
Kelly kind of looks in the direction of the duck pond and starts to think.
Please do not think about poaching from the duck pond.
What?
It's their natural. It's their natural environment for the moment. If we start poaching from the pond, that will ruin the entire balance that we got going on here.
It's just the one, and it's not like it would be going to waste.
If you want to hunt duck, go out to Jamaica Bay or go out to one of the northern forests.
If I get too close to the ponds, they will, fly away or run away, and it will be terrible. I don't think we should go near to the nice duckies.
Fine. I'll go have some chicken. Chicken's good.
Let's have chicken. We can harm chicken. It's already dead.
Gonna join us, Alan?
Sure, why not? I'm feeling a little bit hungry.
Well then, I think with the new Black Fury Anna joining Callie and Alan for a bit of lunch, I do believe we can call that a successful intro scene.
Alright then. Cutting the scene there. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. We will see you all again some other day.